guessing, it goes down. Rams, Patriots, Super Bowl 53. This is Good Morning Football live at the Super Bowl. Best fans in the world showing up at 6 in the morning to wait in line to hang out with us because they're so excited about what's happening 3 nights from now there at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
How about this? We are now joined by one of the most devastating pass rushers in the entire NFL. He's a 4-time Pro Bowler, 2-time All-Pro. His 25 sacks over the last 2 years, 4th best in the league. Please welcome back to the breakfast table our man, friend of the show, and one of the swaggiest dudes in the league, Cameron Jordan.
Who that?
Let's go.
Appreciate you for having me on. Always. You know, it's a blessing to be able to take the stage. It's a blessing to be here. And I say blessing just in terms of I'm able to wake up because I feel like I should be here and not here.
Okay. Well,
just follow my ears.
Well, let's talk about that then. Let's address the elephant in the room. The NFC Championship game. There was the no call, blown call, however you want to put it. Your head coach, Sean Payton, he talked about he did a little Netflix and chill to get over it. Mm-hmm. Where are you emotionally when it comes to getting over that tough loss and how that all went down in that particular moment?
I'm a lot better now than I was 8 days ago. 9 days ago, had you asked me Monday or Tuesday, I just would have tripped you, kicked you, and not talked about it. But I was able to go to my 4th Pro Bowl. I was able to put hands on somebody. It was
release your anger.
Exactly. I had another avenue to release my pettiness.
If you will.
Right. I took my chance. They had a little red carpet there. I had a nice little shirt to sort of memorialize what I was feeling.
Okay, I saw that.
And then just sort of went on from there. So I'm in a lot better place now. So if you be like, hey, how do you feel about this game? I'd be like, we can talk about it.
We can talk about it.
Yeah, we can talk about it.
All right.
So Commissioner Goodell did speak about no call. He did publicly.
Sort of.
For the first time yesterday. Well, before we get your reaction, let's take a listen to the commissioner.
We understand the frustration of the fans. I've talked to Coach Payton, the team, the players. We understand the frustration that they feel right now, and we certainly want to address that. Whenever an officiating is part of any kind of discussion post-game, it's never a good outcome for us. But we also know our officials are human. We also know that they're officiating a game that moves very quickly and have to make snap decisions under difficult circumstances, and they're not going to get it right every time.
Cam, what's your reaction to the commissioner's statement?
I don't know. He started off with something about, he talked to the coaches. I understand that. The players, I didn't get a call. The team. Am I not on the team? I feel like I fall in those 2 categories. But maybe, I don't know. I talked to Mike and Mark Ingram, and they didn't get the call either. So maybe there's other players.
Are you saying
Is that what you want to call?
Not at all. Not at all. At this point, it's just rhetoric to me. At the end of the day, I understand that this is the NFL. I understand that we're going to rely on the top of the top, the elite of the elite referees. There's got to be a certain standard of accountability. So for all that, nothing's going to take back how I feel. Mm-hmm. Nothing's going to take about what actually happened. So I'm just going to leave it in the hands of the competition committee and just rely on the fact hey, there was opportunities where we could have put more points on the board, or they could have taken some points off the board in terms of not letting the Rams get to as close as they did to us.
But you're up 13. You didn't put the team away. Mm-hmm. Late in the game, I felt like y'all could have ran the ball 3 times instead of throwing it to Mike Thomas and stopping the clock, giving the Rams more time. Forget the play call itself. Even afterwards, with the refs not making that call, you guys had the ball in overtime. Mm-hmm. I came on TV that next day, and I spoke a little harshly about the Saints and not taking advantage of an opportunity to win the game when you guys still had a chance. As a football player, do you walk in that locker room saying, I blame the refs, or do you look at your team and say, we could have won this game?
Initially, I blame the refs.
I feel you.
But I mean that's on the field. That's in the heat of the battle. That is what it is. After you realize you've worked so hard to come so far, you automatically have to realize we should have never let them get that close. That's on us. Yeah. You have to automatically take responsibility. And for us to again have an early interception by Demario Davis, be able to get pressure, sacks on Jared Goff, get him off his spot. For us to be in a position to run away with the scoreboard and we didn't. We have to look at us and say, hey, this is things that we could have done.
Right.
And this is after This is 7 days out.
7 days later.
Yeah, this is 7 days out. This was a couple days ago.
Process.
Like, all right, this is where I have to be better.
You know, I find you guys fascinating because the Saints have been so fun to watch the past 2 years, and the energy in that building in the Superdome. And I was at the Eagles playoff game, and it was electric. 2 devastating losses. We know that's happened in the playoffs back-to-back years. What can we expect from this Saints team next year? How do you bounce back and bring it even further and get to the next step and be here next year?
Well, hopefully I don't want to be here. I'll be in Miami. But you
Sounds
know,
good, right?
I hope to be like when I'm here, get a win, and then continue on my path to Miami. Anyways,
What's going on?
but when you talk about what it takes to take this as motivation, we know that we have a solid core in our team. We know that we're resilient as a team, and we know we have to keep pushing forward. When you talk about the devastating loss we had last year, it took a miracle to beat us. And that's so you got to take that motivation to. It takes a miracle to beat us. So then we come up this year and we lose the first game, and everybody sort of turns on us. It's like maybe they're not the team from last year. Maybe they're broken. We're not broken. We have a strong core. So we push further than that this year. Go to the NFC Championship. So now we just have to find the fortification, if you will, internally, just to say, hey, we believe in our core. We believe in Drew. Drew said he's coming back next year, so you're always in the running for things.
Talk about it.
I'm gonna take his word right now. You never know, but when you have a Hall of Fame quarterback like Drew, Hall of Fame.
No doubt here.
100.
Yeah, and then you have the talent that we do. We talk about. I don't know how contracts worked out, but you have a strong core. When you talk about Demario Davis, myself, Sheldon Rankins, you talk about
Mike Thomas,
I was trying to stick to my defense guys. So you talk about Marcus Williams, Marshawn Lattimore. Get to offense, we've got nothing but talent. And Mike T and AK. Then hopefully Mark comes back, and we've got nothing but talent. So we've got to be able to push ourselves one step further. So again, we look back and like, it doesn't matter what the refs call. It doesn't matter, what outside's looking in. We know what we have. We know where we're going. We know what we want to do.
It's a great attitude.
Chip on the shoulder that's going to drive you guys all the way.
It keeps getting bigger.
It does, right? Cam, let me ask you this, though. You mentioned that you don't want a call from the commissioner, which is fine. If you don't want that, what do you want? What do you want to see?
Are we talking about initially or now? There's a lot of
forward. Anything. What do you want now?
Again, we're going to have to leave it up to the competition committee. I'm sure that,
You want a rule change?
I feel like there has to be a way to sort of review a play, right? At this day and age, it's a $1 billion industry, billions of dollars of an industry, and there's got to be some sort of standard of accountability. So if you say, hey, if you get down to the fourth quarter and there's a penalty that could be reviewed, review it. If it's a game-changing, life-altering play, because it alters the lives of 53 players. It alters the lives of a whole coaching staff. It alters the lives of 53 players that are here now. And without taking away what the Rams have done, to get to this point, you have to be amazing throughout the whole season. And so I can't take that away from them. At the same time, you have to realize that, again, this is NFL standards. This is the top of the top, the elite of the elite. So accountability would be nice.
That's a great word. I got to tell you, we love you on the show just for being so open and transparent. I saw you and I immediately said, if that had happened to me, even if it was my fault, not my fault, I don't know that I'd be able to be here around all of this. That you come so openly and transparently, we really respect it about you. And I know that you and your teammates are still going through it, but so are the fans, right? We've got some Saints fans in the audience.
No doubt.
Dad, right over there we see. I don't want to ask you what you tell them. What do you think is going to happen this weekend? Because a lot of fans are saying we're going to root against the Rams. How do you see it going? How should a Saints fan feel?
I'm going to say from an NFC standpoint, it's hard to root against the NFC. If you say, they won, then of course I'm going to say we beat them already. But so, it goes well for my confidence anyways.
So you're pulling for the Rams?
I'm going to say Atlanta does its thing and freezes over come Sunday. Right? Just one day. It's a cold front coming in. I'm just relying on Mother Nature here.
Just rely on the weather.
Yeah,
winter is coming.
Over, the buses can't get to the stadium. We'll just hop into, Super Bowl 54. Is that possible? It'll go Super Bowl 51, Super Bowl 52, Super Bowl 54. Okay. Saints in Miami.
Honestly, will you watch the game?
Probably a week from now. I'm just not in a place to openly watch the Super Bowl this year,
Right.
I feel that I'll probably be on a plane headed back to the fam, and hopefully the game will be over. I'll probably be there for the halftime show.
Yeah.
Realistically.
Okay.
Don't be lying. You're going to be peeking from the kitchen talking about, ooh, that was a good play.
I might be straight from the kitchen. Like, anybody need some more pizza? Dang it, Jared Goff. Go Bears.
Hey, well, listen,
That's awesome,
Cam, we
man.
appreciate you joining us, man. Anytime
doubt.
you're on the show. Good luck,
Cam. No doubt.
Good luck next year.
No doubt. Much
Cam
appreciated.
Jordan, everybody.
See you in my